Touch gloves now, men. You're boxing at the bell. God bless you both. Michael.
We are getting ready for the start of this heavyweight championship title fight. 앤디루이즈 Jr. getting his second chance, had one in 2016, lost a majority decision to Joseph Parker for the vacant WBO title. It was 앤서니조슈아 who took Parker's title away in March of 2018.
Boxman!
Round one underway. Joshua a significant height advantage on Ruiz, but Ruiz has had success against taller fighters in the past.
Yeah, his people say against Parker he just didn't do enough. He didn't throw enough punches, and they want to correct that immediately, and so we will.
And Ruiz often says the only thing that's held him back is people's perception thanks to his doughy body. As you can see, there's quite a difference in physical specimen between Joshua and Ruiz, but Joshua very much respects the boxing ability of Ændirui즈 Jr. He said once Jarrell Miller pulled out, this ended up actually being maybe even a tougher opponent than Miller would have been for him. Joshua using that jab.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He's jabbed much more often over his last few fights than he did earlier in his career when it was mostly power punching from 앤서니조슈아. 22-0, 21 knockouts. Only time he went the distance was against Joseph Parker, which he said he did in part because everybody was clamoring for him to. And he said now that it's the only fight he didn't knock him out, he wished he would have because he felt like he could have.
Well, he's become a much more patient fighter than he was, as you pointed out. He tried to get everybody out of there as quick as he can. Now he looks more to wear his opponent down and then finish him. And it all starts with that jab.
And to your point, Barry throws way fewer punches per round than he did earlier in his career. A lot of stalking going on in this first round. Ruiz tried the left hand. Joshua patiently sizing him up. He has indeed become much more poised as his career has lengthened. Maybe patient is the better word, as Ruiz caught him with the right hand after Joshua missed over the top. Joshua trying to stick that jab through the midst of Ruiz.
Definitely what he wants to do in this fight is keep Ruiz on the end of the jab. Ruiz's best chance, of course, is to crowd him.
Ruiz said to win a fight like this, you have to be willing to die in the ring, and that's the mentality he'll have. Joshua again kept him at bay with that jab.
Good strong jab. Pretty slow first round, I thought. Largely feeling out. Both guys just kind of getting into a rhythm.
Boxing, use your height and reach. You can't get past the jab if you jab up and down, and then you walk into the right hand. Okay? Put your legs out. Relax. Bit busy with the jab up and down. Start shooting the odd 1-2. The odd 1-2 up on your toes. The odd 1-2 bub up. Keep him long. Keep him long. Don't look for the hooks yet. Keep him long. Jab, jab, backhand. If you can shoot one there, but you have to feint first. Don't fall in and don't rush anything, okay? Have a little drink. Where's the bucket, Sal? Where's the bucket? Bucket, bucket. Relax. Listen, he's going to start coming over the top. Meet him with a jab and a 1-2.
When he comes in,
yeah, meet him with a jab and a 1-2. Don't have your hands down, all right? Come on, big.
Start of round number 2.
Interesting, I thought there was an actual conversation in the corner. Usually you don't hear the fighter contribute much.
And Ruiz comes bursting out of the gates in round number 2 with a nice combination up top and a good exchange from Joshua. And already more action in the beginning of round number 2 than we saw all of round number 1.
Joshua just missed that right hand.
Joshua fighting in the United States for the first time, fighting outside the UK for the first time of his career. Each fighter sizing each other up again. Joshua, the former gold medalist who has not lost in his professional career.
It's a real conundrum, really, for Ruiz. He knows he's got to get inside, and with Joshua's jab being his best weapon, it's very difficult to do.
And Ruiz said if he's going to win this fight, he has to let his hands go, even though he is aware of the vulnerabilities that could pose if he does. There's that jab again from Joshua.
Joshua being almost all left-handed here. He's only thrown the right hand a couple of times. You can almost just sense him winning for the moment.
Joshua, one of just 3 fighters who lands more than 30% of their jabs. Triple G and Deontay Wilder, the other 2. Ruiz tried to come in with a hook. And the right hand that time from Joshua caught Ruiz. And then a left hand from Joshua, but a nice counter from Ruiz up top. Probably the best exchange we've seen thus far in these first 2 rounds right there.
I mean, one thing about Joshua, he has been rocked, he has been dropped.
Dropped by Vladimir Klitschko in 2017 before Joshua came back to drop Klitschko twice before finally a TKO win in round number 11.
Once again, just a very measured round, I thought. That said, though, Joshua winning both those rounds just because he's busier. And I don't believe Ruiz can let too many rounds just slip by.
See how you eliminate that counter by doubling up on the jab? You see that? Very good, son. You know he's showing you the right hand, right? He's showing you the right hand again. Take a little step.
From that last round.
Take a little step over to the right and go for that
Good
right
left
hand
hook
south.
that time. Started out like a jab, and he just turned it. Ruiz missing with a couple of counter punches.
Start of round number 3. And in case you're just looking at the bodies and saying, how could a fighter like Ruiz beat someone of the physical stature of Anthony Joshua? Alexander Dimitrenko, the last opponent of Ruiz, has very similar physical attributes, both in height, weight, muscle component, and Ruiz won that fight and did so in 5 rounds after Dimitrenko retired on his stool. Ruiz actually called it a tune-up fight of sorts, in between being in camp and getting right back in after he got this fight. And there he goes down! Big delivery from Anthony Joshua.
Started with the right hand, the left hand closed the deal.
7.
Ruiz back on his feet after getting dropped by Joshua. And will Joshua go for the kill right here? Joshua, huge right hand, lands on the jaw of Ruiz, somehow staying on his feet.
No idea how.
And Ruiz counters. Ruiz counters, and Joshua's down. Andy Ruiz knocks down Anthony Joshua for just the 2nd time in his career. What a 3rd round here at Madison Square Garden. Ruiz back at it.
Right, no bunches, no bunches, no bunches, no bunches, no bunches.
And the crowd suddenly changing its tune a little bit here.
Right, no bunches.
Really
right,
liking
no
what
bunches.
Ruiz is
No
doing.
bunches, no
Joshua looked totally in control, knocks Ruiz down. Looks like it could just be an early night and an easy victory. And then Joshua knocked down for just the second time of his career.
I'm not sure Joshua's all the way back yet.
Can Ruiz take advantage? Big right hand there from Joshua.
Right, right, no bunches.
Ruiz lands another right hand on Joshua.
Joshua's in trouble. Joshua's in big trouble.
He doesn't have his footing. Can
He's in
Ruiz
big
take
trouble.
advantage? And you can see Joshua is stunned at the moment.
Hey,
Anthony Joshua in serious danger right now in round number 3.
Absolutely, Ryan. And still time, 30 seconds in this round. Ruiz not jumping on him, though.
You could see Joshua's footing is shaky at the moment. He looks dazed. Can Ruiz take advantage? He's giving him time to recover.
Way too much time.
Diving with a big right hand that lands on Joshua. And a flurry. Joshua covering up. Headed towards the end of the round. And Joshua's down again. Anthony Joshua is down for a second time in round number 3. He cannot be saved by the bell. Will he get up in time to
here, walk to me,
continue?
okay? Look at your hand. Walk to me. Walk to me.
Anthony Joshua is shaken.
Walk.
He is in big trouble. Now Ruiz, I thought, let him off the hook there for about 30 seconds after the first knockout.
Anthony Joshua had incredible trouble going to his
Come on,
corner.
listen to me. Listen to me. You've got to get back behind that jab. You've got to tie him up inside. You had him hurt, you loaded up. Come on, take a drink. Come on. Come on, listen. You can't load up, mate. You've got to box and you've got to defend.
All right, we're going to get another look. You saw a right hand from Joshua. And then that left hand behind a right hand knocked Ruiz right on his back. But the interesting thing was, I don't think Ruiz was as shaken as Joshua was. Ducked under a shot, comes up with a left hand right on the ear, and that always affects the equilibrium of a fighter. 3 more shots, 4 more shots, one to the top of the head, and Joshua goes down. And the last one, big shots here. Joshua would not have survived if the bell didn't ring.
Start of round number 4, and Ruiz right away on the attack, wailing with the right hand.
Joshua still doesn't have his legs back, Ryan.
And so can he get enough on something to try and swing the balance back in his favor and stun Ruiz? Ruiz recovered beautifully from the knockdown that Joshua dealt him at the beginning of round number 3.
And Ruiz, and I understand he's probably trying to save himself if he does have to go the distance, but I think he's got a shaken fighter in front of him right now.
Joshua had been down just once before in his career. Big left hand there from Joshua. Ruiz showing a strong chin there, taking that.
Don't hit him in the back. Walk.
Joshua just steps away, takes a deep breath. He's still not 100%.
Remember, Joshua had been preparing for Jarrell Big Baby Miller and instead gets a much different style of opponent in Andy Ruiz. Inside of 50 days shy of the fight. Ruiz using that jab, and Joshua still doesn't look all the way back.
He does not. He does not. But I really don't believe Ruiz is taking advantage of this.
Ruiz stalking Joshua, who would love to keep him at distance with that jab, and now Ruiz is saying, let's go. Let's go, you want to box?
Ruiz could do nothing but smile. I truly do not believe it would take a lot for Ruiz to get Joshua out of there.
Ruiz using his jab. You know he wants to set up that right hand. Joshua not very active in this fourth round. Neither fighter is. Both knocked down in round number 3, but Ruiz perhaps missing an opportunity here, giving Joshua more time to find his footing. Ruiz creeping in. Joshua trying to keep him at distance, but not throwing many jabs in this round.
I don't even know if you can make a case for Ruiz winning this round.
An inactive round from both fighters thus far after the incredible activity we saw in round number 3.
I suppose you have to give consideration to the fact that maybe Ruiz is running out of gas also.
You hurt him when you rushed in and he caught you.
Doc,
Keep your
Doc,
legs out.
give me that water,
All
Doc.
you got to do is get your composure and box
Doc.
now.
He's even the initiative right here. You're not giving him the initiative. Right? Don't give him the mid-range. Don't give that to him. Either we get inside or we don't step in at all. But you can't give him that mid-range. You understand?
Well, let's get switched back on again. Let's get back into proper mode. Come on. Solid jabbing and right hands, moving, defending with your head, moving with your hands, all right? Keep the hands up when you're boxing. Don't come down.
What shot was it?
He caught you with a hook because you loaded up, all right? So let's just keep the hands up. Listen, you're back in the game. Jab, jab, right hand, calm. You'll break him down, you can do this.
Seconds out, let's go.
Start of round number 5, and you can hear Anthony Joshua's corner saying, you just need to get your composure back. And Anthony Joshua asking, what shot was it that got me? And it was the left hook of Ruiz.
He needs to get his legs back. He has no bounce at all.
And this is usually a world-class athlete. You can feel it in his feet. Crowd here, very pro Joshua, trying to spur him on. This is much more of a fight than anyone expected, with Ruiz dropping Joshua twice in round number 3. Ruiz was asked if he could win a decision. He said, if I'm the busier man, sure.
And Joshua now just pawing with that jab, not throwing it with any intent at all.
He just saw the blood dripping from his nose, and it caught his attention as it dripped onto his glove. Ruiz, big right hand, tried to follow it up with the left, but could not. Joshua still waiting for him to show his power, did with a counter right.
And once again, I'm not sure it hurt Joshua, but it definitely got his attention.
Joshua leaving the left hand down. Was baiting Ruiz, and you know Joshua wants to unload that right hand. Ruiz dives with the left. Joshua still just sizing up Ruiz. After the incredible activity of the third round, both fighters have been laying back in rounds 4 and 5.
Neither one of them doing anything.
And you wonder when the crowd will start to act impatient. The third round sustaining them for the moment. Joshua, big left hook there, doubles up, and now on the attack of Ruiz. Joshua lands a right hand to the body. And Anthony Joshua awake again in round number 5.
Step back, step back.
And smiling a bit, knowing he's been revived.
Took a step back and took a long, hard look at Ruiz.
Ruiz now trying to whip through the mitts of Joshua. Right hand catches from Ruiz.
Time!
That does it for round number 5.
And I think Ruiz is just giving rounds away.
Exactamente. Ahí te me confiaste y dejaste que se creciera. No me le hagas confianza, ciérrate bien. No le dejes la media distancia, amigo.
Jab, jab, right hand. If you're catching, don't look for power, look to box. Because you're walking into the shots. It's when you look for hooks, he caught you. Don't look for hooks. Yeah, he caught you with a hook because you've loaded up with your own hook. Jab, jab, right hand. Listen, we've got to win these rounds now, mate. Come on, let's get into gear now. Come on, let's get boxing again.
What will he come out and do?
He'll come out and he'll try and stalk him, throw hooks, he'll try and rush out. With a 1-2.
All right, so let's take another look at this. And I think this little rally right there, the left hand, probably won the round for Joshua.
Round 6 underway. Nice left-handed jab from Joshua. You can hear his corner urging him just to box. He said, you're looking for power shots. Boxing. Rob McCracken, the longtime trainer of Joshua, imploring him to box. Jab, jab.
And he's not.
Said you look for power shots, you're going to be susceptible to that left hook of Ruiz again. Joshua, nice right hand. Ruiz with 38 punches landed through 5 rounds to Joshua's 33.
A little left hook from Ruiz that got Joshua going backward again.
And again, Joshua just pawing with that jab. Right hand by Ruiz.
Right, go punches, go punches, go punches. Man. Go
Ruiz
punches.
trying to punch out of it.
Mark.
There has never been a heavyweight champion of Mexican heritage. Andy Ruiz, both of his parents from Mexico, trying to accomplish that tonight.
Right, right. Step back, guys. Go punches, go punches. Step back.
Ruiz knocked down for the first time of his career in this 3rd round. Joshua knocked down by Ruiz twice in that 3rd. Vladimir Klitschko, the only other boxer to knock Joshua to the canvas. Right hand to the body for Ruiz, and dives up top with a right-left combo. And pushes Joshua back with a strong left hand. Now a jab up top that catches Joshua. Misses with a right, but hits with a jab, and Joshua's just taking the punishment.
He is. He just does not seem right to me.
Leaving his hands down, not protecting himself. Ruiz sticking his mitts where he wants. And Joshua again losing his footing a little bit. He just does not seem to be all the way there.
He does not. You're absolutely right.
Time!
End of round number 6.
Sí, lo tienes que traer. Está bloqueado ese cabrón. Dalo por... Sí.
Escucha. Es que si ya lo tienes lastimado, no me pierdas la cabeza. Síguelo presionando, sígueme moviendo la cintura, síguelo tocando. Agua, agua. Síguelo tocando, ¿sí, mijo?
So I have to say, on my scorecard, I still have Joshua winning the fight. Because I just don't believe that Ruiz did what he needed to do. He let rounds get away. Triple G sitting there with Rosie Perez, one of my favorite all-time actresses. No act here, though. Ruiz took the fight that time to Joshua, and Joshua continues to do very little.
Start of round number 7. Joshua get a bit more active? Can Ruiz take advantage of what's looked like a shaken Joshua, even in the aftermath of those third round knockdowns? Joshua, big left hand that stung Ruiz, but then Ruiz right back with Joshua, and Joshua in trouble, losing his footing. He's down again. Anthony Joshua is down for a third time tonight.
6, 7, 8. You gotta pick up your head.
And it seems that every time Joshua scores with a big punch, Ruiz comes right back. It's almost like a wake-up call.
Can Ruiz end it here? Joshua finally landing a big blow, and now another. Can Ruiz counter? Joshua's down again.
Same situation. Joshua threw 3-4 punches, left himself open. Ruiz dropped him, and now he's in big trouble. He is in huge trouble now.
Well, Anthony Joshua continues.
And Mike Graham's giving him a lot of time here.
Feels like more than 10. His mouth guard had gone out.
Maybe that's it!
That is it! Andy Ruiz Jr. is your new heavyweight champion of the world. Shocking Anthony Joshua at Madison Square Garden.
How do you like it? And there's a lot of cheering in this building, but there's also a lot of stunned silence.
An absolutely mystifying performance from both Ruiz and Joshua.
Joshua from the third round, when he was dropped twice, was never the same. What a story.
For the first time in Anthony Joshua's career, he has fallen. And Andy Ruiz's mom and family celebrate a stunning victory. He is the new heavyweight champion of the world.
And a very gracious Anthony Joshua. Well, what a moment for Andy Ruiz. And I have to say, I and most everybody we know would never have guessed it.
A stunning victory for Andy Ruiz. Anthony Joshua looked in control the first 2 rounds, albeit not a ton of activity. He knocks down Ruiz early in the third. First time Ruiz had been down in his career, but immediately following that, Ruiz sent Joshua to the canvas twice at the end of round number 3, and Joshua truly never seemed like he really recovered.
Never did. There's a big left hand, even though he slapped with it a little bit, and then the right hand on top of the head. Combination, another right hand, and a straight right hand. And Joshua did all he could do just to stay upright. Down he goes. And there you can just see almost a shock in his eyes. Another look at the same knockdown. A good left hand and a right hand, a chopping right hand on top of the head. Another one landed on the ear, and it was that straight right hand that I really think was the final.
And as Joshua retreated to his corner, he just never really came back.
Here is the second knockdown and the last knockdown, really. Again, cuffing him on the ear, and then that straight right hand again. Huge weapon for Andy Ruiz. Everything he did not do against Joseph Parker, he did against Anthony Joshua. We're going to get yet another look at this.
Andy Ruiz had said, you got to hit AJ in the body. People haven't. I will. It'll slow him down, and I can win.
So this was the last knockdown, and Anthony Joshua, you can see, walked off toward a neutral corner. Just was not himself at all, period. Into his own corner, I should say. And just was not himself. And Mike Griffin gave him a ton of time and let the jubilation begin.
And this crowd is still completely stunned. This is an all-time upset.
Here at Madison Square Garden, referee Michael Griffin steps in and calls a halt to the contest. The official time, 1 minute, 27 seconds, round number 7. The winner by TKO victory, and now the new unified Wba.Wbo heavyweight champion of the world, Andy Destroyer Cruz Jr.
Well, destroyer was the applicable word, wasn't it?
Incredible seeing anyone do